My name's James, pointer and shooter behind the project, A Portrait of a Wrestler, and I welcome you to this, our latest video, looking back this time at ringside action. We take you back to the second WrestleGate Pro card in Nottingham at the Rushcliffe Arena, and we are looking at the four-way elimination match between the wrestlers Shax, Giselle Shaw, Jamie Hayter, and Sadie Gibbs. We've mounted a GoPro to the top of my Canon EOS 5D Mark III camera with an EF24 to 105 L series lens on the front. We're going to take you straight into the action here. On the entrances is Sadie Gibbs coming through the ropes as we join you on the GoPro footage now. She's up in the turnbuckle and we're just trying to get some nice shots of her, but she turns her back to us. Oh no, what a shame. Which is a complete, it's okay, it's cool. We're still just trying to get used to the lights. The lighting setup for this one had sort of changed very, very slightly. They'd added some sort of hair lights almost, some very white lights to each side of the ring. It didn't increase the ambient light, but it did help sort of give extra definition to sort of hair lighting and rim lighting around the subjects as they come through. Purple light hue descends upon the ring here as we wait for the entrance of Giselle Shaw. Just trying to get an angle here on Sadie as she's waiting, but there's just not enough light in the ring there to get a good capture. So once we've made a decision, we turn away from that and we see Giselle there come through, turn around and salute into the Titantron there at the back, which gives us this shot here. We focused on Giselle there in terms of her picture in the background with the name on there, which helps tell the story. And then you've got almost silhouetted in the foreground there, but the story's kind of told, and it's just a very simple image to take in not particularly good lighting there, that close to the stage. Moving on. She holds that pose really, really well, which is cool. Gives us plenty of opportunity to shoot, and she's off around the other side of the ring. The fall off to this side of the ring, particularly during entrances, unless you manage to get lucky enough to catch a bit of spotlight there, the fall off was about 3 stops. Little look into the camera, but I've come down on my shutter speed down to about 1/60th of a second, but it still wasn't enough when you're in the shadows. So we just take a knee. She's up on the turnbuckle, playing to the camera, which is really cool. And then she's off on the far side, and then I know she's going to repeat it to that side, and then for a third time, and I'm there, and I'm ready, and I'm in position for this shot here. So we're just watching her entrance, new entrance I've never seen before, but just seeing the way that, I don't know, there's echoes of Trish Stratus there in terms of like pointing out to the crowd for all sort of 3-4 side corners of the ring there. And just take a low angle here, nice wide angle, and just see if we can just get something that's just a little bit different, something that's got a little bit of mood and movement to it, just to capture that image there. Moving on. The settings, just in case anyone's interested, for when we're shooting in the ring with all the lights on, is 128,000 ISO. It's quite high because it's still quite low in there, but I do that so I can get a higher shutter speed of 400 a second. Not ideal for what I want, but I do want it at least 400. I ideally want it a bit faster, but that's as much as we're getting out of there because we're shooting nice and wide there at f4. Here comes Shax to strobe lighting, which, as we know, is an absolute doddle to photograph in. So at this point, when she comes through, it's just a case of shoot, and hope you catch one of those images there. And we're going to stop the video there because on the entrance, just coming through, we get this shot here. And the way that she's framed there with her image in the background, we've changed the color balance so that she's quite blue in the foreground, and so that the projection in the screen is quite red, just giving us sort of like complementary colors working with each other and just having her coming out of the shadows. We can see a tiny little bit of detail on the cane and on her hand as she's looking through, and it's just kind of like a moody portrait, something just a little bit different there from your standard typical entrance. Slowly back up. Look how slow I am these days. I need to do something that's less active, I think. I enjoy this too much. Slow, sort of villainous entrance to the ring here. She takes her time and comes through. So I take a knee there, halfway between the ring posts, underneath the bottom rope. then up onto the middle rope here, turn it round to portrait as she walks through slowly, giving me plenty of opportunity to capture this image here. As she turns to the referee, we get a full shot there of seeing all of the features, everything that she's wearing, her wardrobe, her makeup, everything on point there, and just holding that cane across her as well just gives us a really, really simple shot. And then she plants herself there in the middle of the ring with the cane, and the little look towards me, boom, there we go. And we take that shot here with the WrestleGate branding in the foreground of the look into camera. I actually spoke to Shax before the match, said, why do you take nothing, all images of me all look moody and I look miserable and stuff? But it's good. So I think she played it up a little bit on this one for me, which was nice. That little look to the camera, I think, confirms that. One entrance to go. And as we come in here, look how black everything's gone. So, it's a fact. Without light, you can't photograph. Photograph is literally the act and the art of drawing with light. Again, just trying to turn into the ring here to try and get some of the action that's going on there. But again, it's a bit hit and miss with the lighting. Jamie Hayter comes through and plays up to the video camera and goes round to the far side of the ring, and there's no light here. So although I'm watching, so I don't know which way she's going to go this time. She might suddenly just decide to come my way. I see that she's made the commitment to go round to the other side of the ring. So it's round to this side of the ring that we go. And we'll see her come round here. And this is what she's so good at. She's great at nicking people's beers. No, she's great at just playing up to fans and getting them to have an idea within an instant, within a matter of seconds, as to whether they're going to cheer her or whether they're going to boo her. Not the greatest lighting here, so we have to make a decision. What are we going to do? Are we going to follow her into the ring, or are we going to look at some of the other things that are going on in the ring? And I choose at this point to look at Shax there and just shooting through that middle rope, and she gives me a look straight down the middle of the camera, which you can see on this image here, which is great. Framed within the ring ropes, just having her hanging off there. WrestleGate branding in there. Great little shot that, and good connection with the viewer and the camera. So we photograph Shax. Jamie's playing up to the referee and to everyone there in the corner, taking her time. And while she's doing that, while she's too close to me, because I haven't got a wide enough angle, we come into this corner. There we go. We photograph Sadie on the portrait here to get this shot here of her just warming up. Nice full length shot, no clutch in the background, and we swung the camera around here to get a nice sort of half length shot here of Giselle. And that's where the hair light's working there. The hair light behind her coming in and making that hair look like it's on fire. Just a proper sort of fashion style portrait, and also now framing her there between those ring ropes, that yellow branding, keeping the whole thing on brand and on point all the way through there. So handshakes are plenty, here we go. And there we go, good position there on the handshake here. Shax does this lovely little sort of mini curtsy and lean into the handshake. And because she leant into the handshake, I decided to give this a very, very slight Dutch angle, just to lean in with the lines of the ring ropes and also the line of the way that she's giving that handshake there to Giselle. Just gives us a slightly different take on the standard handshake shot. And Sadie's just hidden behind Giselle there, which gives us a nice clean shot. Bit of messing around at the start here. Chris has got to get control of this. He's got to get these girls wrestling. This is what we've come to see. We've come to see action in the ring here. So, as the crowd get into it and we get ready to start, I'm at the moment thinking, okay, what the hell's going to go on? Who's going to attack who first? Where's my camera going? Who am I photographing? And off we go. Off to the races we go. Here we go. Right by the referee there, so I move my position to the middle. It's a complete cluster here. Just missed Jamie there as she came through. Always on your toes there when you're on ringside. Try not to drop a knee as much as possible. I try and be on my feet so I know, I know I can move quickly if I need to, and I kind of had to there. We've got ourselves down from 4-2 in the ring, so I know that I can concentrate on the action that's happening in the ring here. Sadie into the corner. There's no shot there because I'm too full onto it. The throw comes into me here, and there's the shot there. Just the way that she comes up off the knee. The fists are clenched, the biceps, everything's on point, and a little loud roar with the WrestleGate logo behind. Cracking little image there. Whoa, 6 somersault. I just came out of the way there because I didn't know where that was going, whether that was coming over the top rope towards me, whether they were coming underneath. So I do my normal thing, which is hide behind a member of the ring crew, and then turn around and I see Jamie here coming towards me. Now, if I'm shooting on a wide angle, I know that I've got a little bit more flexibility with regards to camera shake, and I can also get close to my subjects, which gives me this shot here of Jamie, just all the audience in behind her, and just have a set off to the right-hand side. Nice little composition there. So it's Jamie and Sadie in there. Oh, German, too close to me to get a proper wide angle on that, and my fault, wasn't ready for it because it was a snap German. It wasn't telegraphed. I couldn't see what was going on, which is to these girls' credit. Just providing great action in the ring, and that roar there from Jamie. Managed to capture that. It's that reaction there that we're looking for, which gives us this shot here, just again framed within the ring ropes. Oh, suplex into the turnbuckles there. Jamie playing up to the crowd again, and back in. And it's this reaction here. We've managed to get the reaction again. Sometimes, again, I've referred to it before, the impact isn't where the interest is. The interest in photography for these things is the reaction, and that reaction there from Sadie helped telling the story. So she comes in, I'm ready for this shot here, but I'm zoomed in too tight, I'm on too long a focal length, and basically when I look back at these shots, it's just a knee. It's essentially just a close-up of a knee. It's such a difficult thing to time, and also just such a difficult thing to get right, and it would have been a better wide-angle shot. Got a little shot there, though, where she came up from the impact in the middle of the ring to get this shot here of Jamie reacting. And then Giselle comes into the ring and is ready, and just that tiny little moment there. Did you see that, the way that she waved to her? We've got this shot here. We've kept Jamie's legs in to help tell a narrative, and just that look on Giselle's face tells the story. Now up onto the top ring rope, here we go. Little walk, I come in, up into the middle, onto portrait, shoot, 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 shoot. And it gives us this range of images here. You got the look on the face, and I love the way that she's just holding herself there on the top ring rope. This little flip going in over the top with the hair coming round, and then this one here of just a cluster of bodies all going sort of like completely the wrong way. Jamie falls near me, and again, second time we've collided in the match. But I just took a step back just to take myself slightly out of the way. Shax is in the ring now, into the ring post. There we go, and boom! There we go. That's an awesome little kick into the corner, which we managed to capture here. And again, having the referee on the far side helps us compose the narrative, and just having it sort of like almost like a longer panoramic gives us a slightly different feel on the picture here. But I know that we're getting to the point now where we're going to get to start to see our moves, start to see things coming over the top rope, start to see bodies flying everywhere. And it's Shax who comes through first. I'm in position, but my camera settings aren't ready. It's a very slightly underexposed shot. I'm not 100% ready for it, but I was able to review it before Sadie gets into the ring here. We get set up. We come back a little bit further. We drop a knee. We go as wide as possible, and we get ready to shoot, 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 shoot. And we capture this image here. And we get Sadie right on the, and what I love about this image, we get Sadie right on the point of coming over the top turnbuckle, real arch. We've got the narrative of the referee and the videographer there, which is telling a story that this is a big event, it's being filmed, you know, that it's something that's being recorded at the time. We've got the girls in front in shadow, and then we got this little pair of legs here of Giselle just running off as well, which is just adding a little bit of a comedy narrative to it as well. So there's lots of different things to look at in there. That's part one of this video. We're going to be doing part two to look at the eliminations, then the conclusion, and to see who wins this match. Loads more images to come, loads more photography to come, and loads more, hopefully, tips and advice to help you shoot better ringside, or even just better sports photography, if that's what you're into. If you've liked this video, tell people about it and share it on the internet. You can follow me on the Instagram and the Twitter at Y2JimBob. It's portrait of a wrestler. Everywhere else, give it a like, give it a thumbs, and say a nice little comment in below, and give us a little subscribe as well. That would be really, really helpful. Part 2 of this video will be coming up next week, but until then, all the very best.